Met Jim Rohn. My good fortune struck me at age 19. I went up to Minneapolis, Minnesota to get to know who my father was, right? He didn't want anything to do with me. He had another family, devastated me. I was bouncing on the streets, off the streets. And when you're on the streets, you get involved with drugs, right? I inhaled. I know it's getting late. And I had found a place to live, just sleep on the couch of this guy's place. And a friend of mine called me up one night. And he said, hey, Ricky, our company's putting on this presentation. It's just a video presentation of this guy by the name of Jim Rohn. I think you need to go. And I said, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in another motivational seminar. I've been to all those motivational seminars. To be enthusiastic, you must act enthusiastic. Wasn't interested in that. And he said, no, you're going to go, and he made me go. I had already drunk a couple beers. I didn't want to go. I show up in a shabby t-shirt and blue jeans, walk in this office, everybody was dressed to success. And they're just excited to watch this video presentation. They're literally sitting at these tables with the little TV, and they're ready to take notes. And I'm sitting back with my arms crossed. Didn't want anything to do with it. And then Jim Rohn comes on screen, right? And he didn't jump up on stage with a mental lollipop as I expected. And he was low-key, and he started telling his story about how he was a husband, married, family, he had children. And one day a little Girl Scout comes by, knocks on his door and said, Mister, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And he wanted to. Big problem. He didn't have $2 to buy a box of Girl Scout cookies. So he did what he thought was next best, and he lied to her. He lied to the little Girl Scout and said, sorry, thank you very much. We've already purchased plenty of cookies. They're in our cupboard. Thank you for coming by. And the little girl said, thank you, and walks away. He shuts the door. He said, I'm tired and I'm disgusted of living my life like this. Whatever you focus on, it focuses on you. Whatever you move towards, it moves towards you. And then he met Earl Schoaf. That gave him a philosophy and a different way to think. And he started designing plans and ideas, and he became an incredibly wealthy, unique individual. He started in that video talking about ideas that the major key to your better future is you. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. See, I had a long list of reasons why I wasn't looking too good. And he taught me in that presentation to get rid of that big long list in a brand new piece of paper and write one word on it. And the word was me. It's not my papa, it's not my mama, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me. It isn't them, it isn't out there, it is in here. You know, after the first break, everybody goes out to refresh themselves, and my friend that had invited me there, I grab his notebook paper and tear a big bunch of it out. And I started catching up because I wasn't taking notes. I figured that's how I got through school, copying. Why stop? And by the end of that night, I had 17 pages of notes. That has revolutionized my life, personally, financially. And hey, and my friends in here, you know as well as I do, I have made it and I have lost it several times. In fact, I even found out that you can make it and lose it, and not just lose what you've earned, but a whole lot more than what you earned. You know, it used to be when you got to zero, you were all through. You can go right on by zeros. Anybody ever been there? Has anybody ever been past zero? The rest of you liars, right? We've all been there, right? But what's beautiful about it is that you can't lose what you become. Adult education, always trying to get better. See, the marketplace is an exchange of values, right? And Jim Rohn said that success isn't an attraction. It isn't a pursuit, it's an attraction. And in order to attract, you have to become attractive. And he taught personal development and personal growth is the key to attract. And he said, Ricky, if you get committed to that, and pretty soon, right, over years, you'll become so attractive to the marketplace that you will start getting the phone calls. That people will start saying, you know what, we want you as part of our business. And he said the calls will come in at such a furious rate that you'll turn down more money than you can ever imagine. Because what you are able to say yes to equals a substantial fortune. That was the promise he gave. Getting the phone calls. Congratulations for being here. My life just turned upside down from that moment. And the biggest second event in my life was at age 22, and that's when I went into business with Jim Rohn. Little did I know the second fortune was waiting on me when I went in and become, for 5 years, a business partner with Jim Rohn. Now over 2,200 seminars later.